So I'm sitting here with Mr. Khan Zaini, who is the founder of Community Hong, and this is Gigas, who is our translator. In this very natural surroundings, so you will hear like animal sounds and music. So,
Okay.
yeah, thank you so much for taking
Okay,
time.
thank you.
So please give me a short introduction about Community Hong.
Oke. Komunitas Hong, sebuah komunitas di Indonesia yang menggali potensi dan nilai-nilai dalam mainan tradisional.
So Komunitas Hong or Hong community is established as the community who wants to promote the values of traditional toys and culture, especially Indonesian toys.
Kami sudah menemukan dan meneliti sekitar 980 mainan tradisional in Indonesia.
And he's been identifying 918 toys and games all around Indonesia.
Nah, inilah cara masyarakat Indonesia dahulu belajar.
So this is the way, through the games, this is the way how Indonesian people long time ago learning about life.
Sekarang saya berpikir bagaimana mainan tradisional dijadikan media untuk membantu sesamanya.
So he thinks now to bring up again those memories of games and toys to be used in this modern time to bring up the value of life.
Ya, jadi mainan ini adalah diajarkan ke anak-anak dan oleh anak-anak dilatihkan ke orang lain untuk menjadi penyebaran dari nilai-nilai di mainan tradisional ini.
So he target kids to learn these games, and through these kids, after they understand about these games, these kids will be the media to spread the values to other people.
So how many children, have joined this project and has played throughout the year?
Mungkin sudah ratusan anak karena tiap minggu kunjungan itu hampir 500 orang. Jadi kalau sekarang mulai dari 3 tahun itu seminggu kali 500 mungkin bisa hampir jutaan anak yang sudah dilatihkan mainan tradisional.
If he counted from the first year, like he has been receiving like 500 kids a week. So if you calculate it into 3 years, so you can count it into million right now. Million kids have learned about these toys and games.
So what has been challenging, to establish this community home?
Dari ratusan mainan ini kemudian coba kita sosialisasikan ke masyarakat di sekitar sini, dan awalnya emang sangat sulit untuk mereka menerima mainan tradisional lagi.
So he found it very hard at the beginning to socialize again about these games and toys because it's not that popular anymore.
Tetapi akhirnya mereka menerima karena ternyata mainan tradisional itu banyak sekali manfaat dan nilai di dalamnya.
But then eventually this community accept this idea and the value of the games and toys because now they realize there are so many values that can learn from those games and toys.
Tantangannya berhadapan dengan permainan modern. Jadi anak-anak Indonesia tentu saja mereka lebih menyukai permainan modern dibanding permainan tradisional. Tetapi saya dan teman-teman terus berusaha bagaimana mainan tradisional ini mereka sukai kembali.
It was very challenging because you have to compete with the modern games. So that these games is why it's not very popular, and then you have to like package it into more likable games so that kids will like it more and then play it.
di dalam permainan tradisional berbeda dengan permainan modern. Kalau permainan modern itu bertujuan itu kemenangan. Jadi tujuan dari permainan modern adalah kemenangan. Tapi permainan tradisional itu tujuannya kesenangan. Dari sanalah mereka sadar dan menyukai lagi permainan tradisional.
So unlike the modern games, the aim is to win. But here in traditional games, the aim is to have fun. So there are different values. So that's why kids here, they like it more because they don't think about winning. They just having fun with these games.
Bagaimana dalam permainan tradisional diajarkan tentang pendidikan karakter, bagaimana membangun karakternya, bagaimana mengenal bangsanya, mengenal jati dirinya, mengenal alam dan mengenal Tuhannya.
This game is actually very multifunctional. Like you can learn about you, yourself, and then your character, and then the character of your environment. And you can also learn about your connection with God.
So what is your vision with this community hall?
Oke, kita bukan mundur ke belakang dengan keberadaan mainan tradisional, tetapi di mainan tradisional itu sebenarnya bagaimana anak-anak Indonesia itu lebih mengenal Indonesia, bagaimana anak-anak Indonesia itu lebih mengenal bagaimana kebudayaannya, dan akhirnya menjadi pendidikan untuk mereka untuk mempersiapkan masa depannya.
It aims to help the kids to know better about Indonesia, their country, their own surroundings, so their culture. Because here, like in the modern society, kids don't know more, and they don't know any more about their traditional values. So now with this games, so they can just know themselves and their surroundings and also their culture.
Saya berharap nanti semua orang, saya ingin meneliti seluruh mainan di dunia. Jadi sampai sekarang baru 10 negara di dunia dan sudah menemukan 300 mainan tradisional. Akhirnya saya ingin menjadi Indonesia adalah pusat dari kajian mainan tradisional seluruh dunia.
Even though he started here in Indonesia, but he aims to identifying more games and toys in 10 other countries outside Indonesia. So he has been identifying in 10 countries, and then there are already 300 games identified. So he wanted Indonesia to be a center of the traditional games, but also he wanted to explore more games in more global.
Dan pengunjungnya tidak hanya dari Indonesia, Jepang, Korea, Inggris, Italia, Amerika, Afrika, all in the world, di dunia semua banyak berkunjung ke sini.
Because he has been inviting many people, not only from Indonesia but also other countries such as like America, Japanese, Korea, Africa, Italy. So they come here to see these children playing, and then so yeah.
Wonderful.
It helps the community as well, because when they come, and then it means that more income, like you have to come and.
But what's a wonderful way, to promote the culture through games, and the kids really wonderful.
Dan akhirnya dari sanalah terbangunlah sistem perekonomian yang ada di wilayah sini. Jadi di wilayah Bandung, di wilayah Dago Pakar ini terbangun sistem perekonomian. Jadi dari hasil yang kami simpan, dari hasil pengunjung yang datang ke sini kita simpan menjadi tabungan-tabungan untuk pendidikan anak-anak sekitar sini, pendidikan dan kesehatan anak-anak di sekitar sini.
So they use this income from the visitors to, and then he put this money into community to give this money to the community back, especially for the children and education and then their health. If they need something with their education, so this community can support them. So this money always come back to the community.
Orang tuanya memasak atau membuat makanan untuk tamu, itu juga menghasilkan dan itu untuk orang tuanya. Pemudanya itu diajarkan untuk melatih mainan dan permainan tradisionalnya, anak-anaknya memperagakan mainan dan permainannya, sehingga semuanya akan punya penghasilan dan kita susun itu untuk membantu seluruh perekonomian mereka.
So there are many actually community involved here. For example, for the mothers of these children, they cook the food if the visitors come, and also the brothers, they teach the children to play, and then the children they play. So there are many ways to generate incomes when the visitors come.
Dahulu anak-anaknya mungkin hanya sekolah sekitar sampai SD atau SMP. Tetapi sekarang sudah mulai SMA dan bahkan sudah masuk perguruan tinggi, dan itu bisa semuanya kita bantu.
And he can now also help these children. Usually they only finish until the junior high school. Now they can continue to senior and then continue to university. So this community kind of support them for their education.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing with me.
Okay.
Now I think the sound of nature gets louder because it's dark. So we would like to end the interview. Thank you so much.
Okay.